I'm Yaneli, also known as Miss Be Helpful, with another FinCap Friday brought to you by NGPF. Gen Z has gotten a reputation for being debt averse. In other words, most people think that they don't like credit cards. But several studies show that this next generation of consumers might not necessarily be so anti-credit cards. According to Experian's 2021 State of Credit Report, Gen Z consumers have increased the number of credit cards that they've had over the past few years, but they still do have the lowest average balance owed on credit cards, which was about $2,300 at the time the research was conducted. That's the lowest debt amount owed on credit cards for any generation, which is a good thing. But the average balance has increased faster than all other generations. And that's not so good. For Gen Z, the average credit card balance owed increased by 30% in mid-2022 compared to mid-2021. And that's according to data from VantageScore. Meanwhile, the rest of the population saw an 11% rise in their credit card balance. So why is this? Many adults wonder if it's because of marketing tactics from credit card companies on college campuses. For example, giving out a free t-shirt to any college student who fills out a credit card application. Nope. Fun fact, while college students used to be a key target of the credit card industry, it's now illegal for credit card companies to offer freebies like food or swag just for a completed credit card application. It's also no longer legal for credit card issuers to target consumers under the age of 21 without them having a parent or an adult cosigner present. This is all thanks to the Credit Card Accountability, Responsibility, and Disclosure Act of 2009, aka the CARD Act. This federal law was passed to regulate credit card issuers, and it expanded upon the Truth and Lending Act by adding in transparency around terms and conditions and placing limits on how much interest fees or additional charges credit card companies could charge their consumers. And it completely banned credit limit increases without the permission of a parent or another adult cosigner. There are also many other protections that were put in place due to this legislation. And this is a big deal because one study from TransUnion showed that 50% of Gen Z has a credit card. But if companies are not being as predatory as they used to when it comes to teens and college students, then what's the reason why so many Gen Z credit card holders are accumulating more credit card debt? Experts believe it's because of inflation. With prices going up for everyday things like gas or food, younger consumers as well as lower income consumers are having a hard time keeping up with their bills and paying their credit card bills. So how can young people avoid making bad mistakes with credit? First up, make sure you are mature enough to handle a credit card before getting one. If you can barely keep up with your responsibilities and deadlines now, don't add a monthly credit card bill to your to-do list. Next, talk to your family members about whether it's right or not for you to get a credit card at this time. They might decide that it makes more sense for you to wait it out, or they might decide to add you as an authorized user to one of their older credit lines to help boost your credit and help you begin establishing credit in your own name. This can be especially helpful when it comes time for you to rent an apartment or get a loan for something like a real estate property or a car.